Austin, Texas, DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. Today, a couple of SEC teams get ready to square off in what ought to be an old-fashioned slobber knocker. It's the South Carolina Gamecocks and the Texas Longhorns. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Here in Austin, DKR is one of the most iconic stadiums in college football. Texas Memorial Stadium, the fans, the burnt orange. You've got Bevo here on the sideline. There is so much love every time you come to a college football game here. History in the making at DKR. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Well, you don't see this every day. They're lining up for an onside kick on the opening kickoff. The Gamecocks spin the first of their 3 timeouts. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. The Gamecocks ready to kick it away first. On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a... Some room on that return. Hits the hole, it smothers. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you could turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll ride him again. Oh, he's got some space. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down. And the Longhorns, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll run it. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Handoff for Brown. Got a little grass, and they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. The Longhorns have their offense in high gear.
Here we go, ready. 1, 18, go, go.
On first down, it's Brown again. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. And the Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
Third and long from the 30-yard line in this defense, hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Straight ahead, it's Smothers.
And this defense has got to be jacked up.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Timeout called here by South Carolina. That'll be their second. They burned a couple early, now down to just one timeout to work with. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on fourth down. Fourth down, Manning. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On fourth down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
The Longhorns, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Going to the run, it's Brown. Might have a chance. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. After the holding penalty, 1st and 20 for this offense. A give to Brown. They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run. The Longhorns have taken it inside the 20. Keep it on the ground. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd down, here's Brown. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. They've already converted once on 4th down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere 4-down territory. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Gamecocks take a timeout. That's their last one. And they can't be thrilled using all 3 timeouts here in the first quarter. And the Longhorns line it up with a 1st and goal. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Arch is going to throw for it. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. The Longhorns want to crank the tempo. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you've got the lead, everything right now looking good.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking for a gap. It's Fuller. Breaks into the open. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the ground. He's got it again. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Here's Sellers to throw. Flip it out to the back of the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Now on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you set yourself up in a tough position here on third.
From the gun on third down, Sellers throws to the wideout. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth and long. Fourth down, Sellers. They're all over it. They get to him as he throws. The incomplete pass, fourth down, fails, and they'll turn it over.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Hand off for Brown. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Hand off again. Got enough for the first down. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. And the Longhorns trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Trying to run, it's Brown. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Manning. Oh, big fella almost had a pick right there. Instead, it falls incomplete.
Man, they could have flipped that field in a hurry, right? They've given up some yards. They're sitting in their own red zone. A chance to make a big play. Yeah, he could have made that interception and could have flipped this field.
He's changing the play. Wide receiver going in motion. Third down from the gun, Manning. Had to get rid of it quickly. Just gets rid of that one.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And this one is perfect. The lead now 6 here in the second.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Running inside. It's Fuller. Worked his way ahead for a pickup of about 6 yards on the play. Clock stops. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. And the Gamecocks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Throwing Sellers. He'll pull it down, and he will get just beyond the first down marker before sliding. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
2nd and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
He's looking deep. Upstairs to make the catch. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Well, we know, David, talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to get this guy involved. Weren't able to do it early, but they saw the matchup, took advantage of his speed, and it's a long touchdown.
Yeah, and sometimes it takes a minute to figure out what the defense is doing, but then now you figure it out, and now you go to your go-to guy. He has all the speed, man. He can win outside. You want to play man-to-man coverage on him? You want to leave him on an island? It's not going to turn out well.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, and he was close to taking that one a long ways down at the 38. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Here's Manning to throw. Rush right in his face. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built the lead.
And he could not get loose on the run.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Left side is Coleman. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Longhorn!
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Going for 2 here to try to make the lead 7. Pushes ahead. He finds the end zone for the 2, and now the lead is 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish the drive with a 64-yard scoring toss. And he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. this drive will come from their own 23. Using his legs, it's Fuller. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Play fake, Sellers. Buying time to his right. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Running free. The 10. Touchdown, South Carolina. Once he got some room, it was over. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he made the extra point without problem. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He's brought down, but a really nice return gets it to the 41. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? He's going to change things up against this defensive look. They go play action with Manning. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Turning it on! Inside the 40. Past the 20. He's at the touchdown, Texas! And they add 6 more on the board with that trip to the house.
And that is going to leave the head coach scratching his head. The final play of the first half, your opponent runs the ball, and you can't tackle him and get him down with all those bodies back playing prevent. That is a terrible job of defense, and to add insult to injury, you've now given up the lead.
That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. We're just about ready to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at... and good work by the coverage unit. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Sellers fires to the wideout. Slots it away.
Great job on the back end in coverage. DB staying in the hip pocket of the target and was able to swat that ball away.
DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. Now here's Sellers. Pumps it downfield. Another incompletion on third down. Guys, look at this. Surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. Sellers to throw for it on fourth. Escapes the pressure going right. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Longhorn. How about this defense taking one back to the house? The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I could be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
And the point after is good. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's tackled right there, but a good job to pick his way and find some room on that return. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Long way to go on second down. Defense playing a bail technique. Here's Sellers to throw. Out wide right, it's Hunt. There he goes. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. The Gamecocks headed quickly to the line.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to them.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches, so I don't mind him taking another shot there.
He wants to throw it again. Going back to the well, another deep ball. He's got it down the field. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
And this QB and wide receiver, like, they are in lockstep. They know exactly where they're going to be. QB really trusting his receiver to make plays. And if I'm him, I'm just going to keep finding him, because so far the defense has had zero answer for this 1-2 combination.
And the Gamecocks will line it up on 1st and 10. Throwing, Sellers. Under pressure. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't.
What an abject disaster by this guy. Running around, never threw it away, and finally forced out of bounds. Big loss forced by the D.
And you really need your quarterbacks, man, to understand, like, to stay on schedule. And we can't take those big losses, right? So once I start to scramble around and I'm trying to buy time or I'm trying to make a big play, like give it up, get north-south, throw the football away, you can't just turn, run out of bounds, and take that big loss.
Sellers lined up in the gun on third down. It's picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover. The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting to drive from their own one. They'll start on the ground with Brown.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. One more time, it's Brown. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Again, it's Brown. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Here's Arch to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Oof. That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you got to dodge throughout a game to get the win, to limit those big plays.
Oh, he's got some space. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. It's reverse. Uh-oh, look out. There's a crease. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. The Longhorns kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Throwing Manning. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell they want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just trying to get to him, try to get him on the ground, but this defense choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a fourth down. Offense staying on the field, they'll hurry up on fourth down. Quarterback signaling to his guys. The Gamecocks spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. They'll run for it, it's Brown. Inside the 45. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the fourth down to keep the drive going.
And, man, this is exactly how this offensive coordinator wants to end this football game. Ground and pound, let that clock tick, add to this lead, and make the defense stop you.
Arch Madness. He makes a catch. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. And the Longhorns go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Run in the red zone, it's Brown. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. The Longhorns want to pick up the tempo. Back to pass, it's Manning. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. This has been the unending drive. It has gone on forever. It has chewed clock, but now it faces third and long. He's not going to get there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down decision. They converted fourth down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. Manning to throw for it on fourth. Rolls right. Going for 6. Touchdown, Texas! The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6. To attempt to try. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. They're on it. They recover the onside kick, and they get it right back.
They're like the kid at the playground that just does not want to share their ball with anybody else.
Glad to have you with us from Austin, Texas, DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. Today, two teams collide in an old-fashioned SEC showdown. It's the South Carolina Gamecocks and the Texas Longhorns. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
Catching up with the South Carolina head coach before the game, bringing his team in on the road against a very good team, ranked in the top 25. They have everything it takes to compete. This is a big matchup that fans are excited to see, but he said we have to execute early and eliminate mistakes at the line of scrimmage. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Gamecocks headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on a linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Crosses the 40. At the 45 on its way. Maybe some room here. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Sellers through the noise. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Quickly complete. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond. And the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. They got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Sellers on the play action. Throws for the tight end. Makes a connection. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. We'll send the tight end in motion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fuller. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Sellers. Moving out to the right. Complete downfield. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. This guy is so impressive, both with his ability to move, to buy time, to run, and then he'll kill you with his arm.
Unbelievable. He's just a freak. It's like he's playing a video game and everybody else is trying to play real-life football. It's ridiculous to be that fast and still be a quarterback, still make plays down the field. It's just not fair.
Look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He's brought down, but a really nice return gets it to the 41. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Making the adjustment. Wide receiver comes in motion. To throw, Manning. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Throwing on the run. Pass is knocked away, incomplete, and how good is it to have a linebacker who can cover that much ground?
Looked to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. And if that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
Takes the handoff. It's Smothers. Breaks into the open. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Shows him the stiff arm. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there. And the Longhorns are in the hurry-up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
And this offense is clicking. Everything's moving. And the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Here's Brown. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they take it in for 6 more points. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Looking for a deep man. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Looking for room, it's Clark. Shows him the stiff arm. He gets across the 20-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 23.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. Now here's Sellers. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come-to-Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Fourth down, Sellers. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the fourth down, and it paid off. The Gamecocks moving quickly to the line.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Here's Sellers to throw. Still looking to his right. Going to try to get it himself. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32. Offense gets set for second down. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Look out! And it's a sack.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. They go play action with Sellers. Rush is on, and down he goes.
3rd and long, and the offense goes with a little play action. I don't know why the threat of the run. I'm not scared by that. You can tell the defense doesn't honor it, doesn't buy it, flies by the line, gets to the quarterback, gets the big 3rd down stop.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Sellers to throw for it on 4th. Unloads it left. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off.
And I don't know how to explain that one. 4th down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. The Longhorns will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's in! Touchdown, Texas! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. From deep, it's McAllister. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Defense not showing press coverage. Throwing, Sellers. Fires to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. And the Gamecocks want to move quickly.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
Man, that used to just drive me nuts. I couldn't stand that. The quarterback drops back the pass, scrambles around. You got me chasing you all over the field, getting close to the sideline. Stay in bounds. Please stay in bounds. Let me get a little bit of a reward for all my running so I can just put some kind of hit on you. Nope. Steps out of bounds.
Rolling, throwing, looking right. Makes the grab deep. The Gamecocks will have it 1st and 10. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Sellers. Here comes the heat. He's on the move. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up one on the play. The Gamecocks spin the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. 2nd and long here. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Escapes the pressure to his right. Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
Still third down, but more ground to cover after the flag. Sellers from the gun on third down. Oh, pressure's coming. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And the Gamecocks will go for it here on fourth down. Fourth down, Sellers. They're all over it. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the offense gets a reprieve. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Takes the handoff. It's Smothers. Found a little bit of running room on that one, but he's brought down and the clock continues to run. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Arch is going to throw for it. Rush right in his face. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half not too far away. Just about set to get this second half underway. On the move from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Going over the top. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Changing the routes with his receiver. Manning on play action. Finds his tight end. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise,
there he goes to the left. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19. That big play has them in business. First and 10 inside the 20. Sells the run, looking to pass. Under pressure. On the move, he fires. Incomplete and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that. It'll be second down.
Ooh, quarterback lucky that one wasn't picked. You got to be really careful down here in the red zone because these windows are small and defenders close on the ball. That one should have been an INT.
How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? Manning finds a soft spot in the middle. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be first and goal from the 7. The Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air, it's Manning. It's dropped after taking the hit.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on second down and goal?
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. He's going for the goal line. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. They relentlessly move forward. Now it's getting down to cases. 3rd and goal. Here's Manning to throw. Touchdown, Longhorn. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.